I didn't even remember it. Because why? I gave it from my heart. I didn't give it to get something back in return. I didn't give it to be shown so somebody can see me giving, look at me. But I gave it from the heart. That person was in need, and so I gave it. Don't even remember that I did that. So that's our lesson today. We're talking about giving. And when you look at our title, sharing with those in need, share is to do what? That's right. Share is to give. Share is not stingy, not being a tightwad. But when you share something, you're going to give. It doesn't even matter if you just share your testimony with somebody. That's giving. That's being a blessing. Because why? They need to hear that. They need to hear how you overcame it, and how God, took you through whatever it is your testimony is. You sharing that with them. So that's still what? Giving to others. It's not always a tangible thing. It's not always in monetary and money. But we can give ourselves. Is that all right? We can give help when somebody needs help. Somebody may need their house cleaned. They're unable to get it cleaned. They may be sick or had surgery or can't get around. And what do? We give ourselves to do what? That's right. To do what? That's right. To do that service. So don't think it's always about handing a dollar over. But sometimes it's even giving ourselves to help. Is that all right? I know y'all quiet. Nobody likes to talk about giving. But like I said, when you have the heart of God, you ought to love it. Is that all right? Because that's when you love God and love the things of God, you don't mind to give, whether it's money, to give yourself, it don't matter. Because why? Giving is not selfish. When you love and you give, it's not being that selfish or being stingy. Is that all right? So, anybody have anything to say before we get to our lesson? So we're in 2 Corinthians chapter 8. And we're going to start our lesson. I had us to read. Should have read all the way to the 9th chapter, to the end of the 9th chapter. It covers actually 2 chapters. So we're going to go to 2 Corinthians chapter 8. And we ain't going to spend a lot of time. We're going to lead up to our lesson. Our lesson starts at verse 7. But we're going to go start at the first verse to lead up to our lesson. Who can read? Okay. So it's chapter 8, 2 Corinthians chapter 8. And like I said, we're going to just cover a little bit to lead up to our lesson. Go ahead.
Moreover, brethren, we do you to wit of the grace of God bestowed on the church of Macedonia.
So you see here, Paul was, so you know, this is who wrote the Who's the author? So I kind of take it away now. But so Paul was letting them know, moreover, brother, we do you wit of the grace of God bestowed on the churches of Macedonia. So he's about to use the church of the Macedonian as a what? Example of how they had given. And go ahead and read verse 8.
Verse 8. I speak not by commandment, but by occasion of the forwardness of others, and to prove the sincerity.
I'm sorry, not 8, 2. Yeah.
I'm
looking at chapter 8. I'm looking at the 8th chapter. So go ahead, verse 2.
How that in a great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy, their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their liberty.
So now he's letting them know how that in great trial. They went through some stuff. I mean, y'all know. They went through, when you see great trial of affliction, they really ain't not like our little people. Yeah, we just go get down in the dumps over a little obedience of nothing. But these here, they went through some, he says great trial. He didn't just say a trial. So I'll let you know it was something big that they went through. Through the trial, great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy, and their what? Deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their. So in other words, what they had even though they were going through, Paul's letting them know they gave. Even it didn't matter what they had, how much they had, what they was going through. A lot of times we look at our situations, it's oh me, oh my. We having a pity party. Well, I don't have this, I don't have that. We're looking at what we don't have, what we don't, instead of looking at what the God that we serve, who has everything that we need. How many of y'all know that?
Yes.
But he's letting them know, these are an example. The churches of Macedonia, he's giving them as an example. And their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their what? Liberality. So not only did they give, but they gave what? Somebody said freely. Yeah, it was of their own will, but they also gave what? Did they give like a little kind of? That's right. They gave, it was generous. What they gave was what? Generous. Is that all right? Everybody follow me? We just kind of going and leading up to our lesson. So go ahead, Monty, read verse 3.
For to their power I bear record, yea, and beyond their power they were willing of themselves.
Now that's what I think Dion was saying a while ago, but she's Dion. They gave what? Willing. It wasn't because somebody made them. How many of y'all know that? Nobody had a gun to their head, trying to get you. Nobody was begging them. And how many know when you love God, you shouldn't have to, nobody shouldn't have to beg you to do anything for God. Is that all right?
Yes.
Y'all so quiet this morning. Y'all don't like to talk about giving, do you? You don't like to talk about giving oneself. But when you love God, you shouldn't have to be begged. It should be a volunteer every time. Yeah, I'm here. I do it. Fish fry, I'm there. Car wash, I'm there. I shouldn't have to call. Oh, we need help. Can somebody come and help? We need somebody to cut the fish open and flour it. I shouldn't have to do all that. But when it's the things concerning the things of God, everybody should be right there. We should have more than as many people as we have come through those doors on Sunday morning. We should have an abundance of help, no matter what it is that we're about to do, whether it's a car wash, whether it's a program here at church. We should have what? An abundance of help. Because why? If you love God and you love the things of God and you have that relationship, you don't mind. Just like he's using Macedonia, the churches of Macedonia, as a great example. They did it of their own, what? Their will. Because they want it. They want it. When you love God, you want to be. It ain't about what I can get all the time. That's right. It's not about me having my hand open. Because Lord, my bills due. My job, I ain't working no more, and now I gotta pay this, and we gotta do that. Let me call the church and see what they can do for me. Cause I just need, I need some help right now. I'm struggling. I can't even buy me some Coca-Cola. I just need some gas and everything. How many of y'all been there? Don't raise your hand. Don't raise your hand. But instead of always looking at what I need, start giving out your need. That's right. How many of y'all ever gave out your need before? Come on. And how many of y'all God blessed you afterwards? And you didn't do it looking for nothing back. You don't do it. Every time you give it in the offering on Sunday morning. Give it your tithes and offering. Give it just in the general offering. Or give it in Sunday school. Or give it in the building fund. It doesn't matter when you give. You don't look for God. God don't owe you anything. That's right. He already done gave his life for us. Yes. That we can have life and have it more abundantly. Yes. So he don't owe us anything. So when you give, you should not be giving looking back for what God I gave. And she asked for a $50 sacrificial offering. Now my bill, Lord, I'm looking for you to pay. So you just give in obedience and trust God. Is that all right? Because you should already be trusting God when you before you even gave that 50. Because you know what, 50 wasn't going to do your bill anyway. Because you needed 150. So why not just give the 50 to God and let Him take care of the rest? Is that all right?
Yep.
Go ahead. Yes. Oh, good. Somebody, we're gonna pass you the mic so we can hear your question.
I just wanted you to explain about this seed thing and bread. If you can explain that properly.
Right, that scripture says, I never seen the righteous forsaken, nor seed beg bread. That means his children. We don't have to beg. We don't have to go hungry. We don't have to want for anything. Because he is our supplier and he's our provider of everything that we need. So that's what David was referring to. He never seen that. He's talking about the righteous, those who live in holy, and those who belong to him. He says, I never seen the righteous forsaken. Because God don't forsake us. How many of y'all know that? He don't turn his back on us. It's whatever we need. He's everything that we need. So he says, I never see the righteous forsaken, nor seed beg bread. That seed is talking about our descendants, the children, because we are children of God. Is that all right? Is that okay? You're welcome. Anybody else? Go ahead.
I was just going to touch on the giving part, when you was talking about giving out your need. I remember some time ago, this was back in Florida, and I want to say, I don't know if it was a revival that our apostle was preaching at, but she had called for an offering. And me and my wife, we pulled up to the church, and I'm like, man, we have too much gas in our car, whatever the case may be. We sat down, the service was awesome, and God was really moving. And came down for offering, and she asked for that amount of $20, and that's the only thing I had in my pocket. And God was challenging me in my giving, especially this time, because this was early in ministry for me. I was really young at that time, and I looked at my wife and I said, I'm going to give it. And I didn't give it, expecting anything back, but I gave it because I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try this. That's always taught, you can't beat God's giving. I said, I'm going to try this and see. Still not expecting anything in return, but I'm just going ahead and try this. Knowing my situation, I didn't have no gas, I didn't know how I was going to get back. Neither did I tell anybody about this neither. But don't you know, as soon as the service was over, she was in the back. I don't know if she remembered this or not, but she was in the back. And I said, hey, that was all. She said, come here, son. She said, here. You take this, you and your wife, y'all go out. And God gave that back plus some on that same night. So I say this to say that is that you truly can't beat God's giving. And I didn't have what I needed, and even just to get back home. But God blessed me not only with what I gave, but more than what I gave. Just by what? Because of my heart. Because I was willing to give. And sometimes, like you said, it's not always about the money. It's not always about that, but just willing to do like whatever it is that your hands are set to do. Like, okay, I can help here, I can do this, okay, I'm at the fish fry, I'm at the car wash, like you said, that's what it's about. And trust me, God will bless you. As long as your heart is in the right place and you're, again, not expecting anything in return, but you're doing it because, God, you know what, I love you. And God, you have blessed me more than I can even imagine. So therefore, what, I'm going to do it out of the pureness of my heart. And I just wanted to share that for somebody that, man, you really, truly can't beat God's giving.
Come on, good God. That's so true. We can sing that song, you can't beat God's giving no matter how hard you try. And that's so true. And I thank God for that, Mr. because, I found myself a lot of times, and I think I've shared this before. I remember before I was with Resurrection Life, when I was at another church, I know we was having this one service, and the prophet had asked for a $40 seed offering. And I really wanted to give, because God had blessed me to, as I matured in him, then God really blessed me to be able to start loving to learn to give, not look at what I didn't have or what bills I had that needed to be paid. But God began to deal with my heart to just start wanting to be that giver. And I thank God, and not looking for stuff in return. So I'm going to get you. I'll see you now. I want your arm to get tired, but I'm going to get you. So he asked for $40, and my heart, I really wanted to give that. Because like I said, by then I was a giver, and I really wanted to give up $40. I didn't have it. And as everybody began to, he said, well, I want y'all to get in line with your $40 seed offering. And I said, man, I wish I had $40, but I just don't have it. And my mama came to me. She was there also. She said, Tanya, I was already going to bless you with $40. She said, do you want it now just to go ahead and give it to the church? I said, I sure do. Thank you, Mom. So So she did, she gave me that $40. God sees when you have a heart to give or not. But when you have the heart to give, He's going to bless you to give it. So I said, well, thank you. So I did. I took that $40. I didn't take that $40. And let me tell you, and I remember I was in need of my own needs that same week, but I didn't think about that. I said, I just want to give. I don't care what bills I got to do. I want to give this to God. So I gave it, and that same week that I gave it, God blessed me with a $100 check through the mail. Unexpected. Didn't even know I was getting that money. And I mean, you can't, like Leon said, you can't beat Him giving, no matter how hard you try. Go ahead, Sister Nancy.
I was in Kingsport. It was like a month or so ago when I had dropped by Walmart. I was in there to pick up a couple of items, and the man actually was coming through the checkout line, and I noticed the little lady that was in front of me. She was putting her stuff up on, and that lady, the cashier lady, was bringing her stuff up, and all of a sudden, I glanced around, and that young girl and that older lady was putting the stuff back. And, you know, when we're out like that, you just can't up and say, well, what's the problem? But as I turned around and I seen what was happening, and I didn't say anything to the lady, I spoke to the cashier lady, and I said, why is she having to put back? And it hit me. I knew exactly what happened. And I told her, I said, please don't let her put nothing back. I said, back it back up. And she said, but she's not got it. And I said, go ahead and tell her to back it back up. Because it was like a feeling coming in my heart. Like this lady was in need and she didn't have none. So I told that lady, I said, whatever that this young lady or this, older lady needs, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And once the young lady was putting it back into her buggy, the lady turned around and said, what are you doing? She goes, I have not got enough to cover this. And the young lady told her, said, everything's going to be okay. So the older lady looked around at me and she said, you don't have to do this. I said, I know I don't have to. But I said, I want to. But make a long story short, I've been there. I've been there where I've had to be grocery paid. And I know if God can bless me, I can bless someone else. And she was the older lady, and that really touched my heart because I don't like to see no one lose that. And I told Ashley, I said, God put me in check right then. I said, because I was dealing with great and everything, it was just like my attention just went straight on that. But nobody don't know who was really in me. And the point is, it wasn't that just because I had it, that's not it. The point was, I didn't want her to do that because she was older life. And but that really bothered me for a long time. So when I got out of the car and I said, thank you, God. Thank you for putting me in check and seeing what happened. But when that lady seen what I done, she looked at me and she said, there's no way that I can pay you back. And I said, sweetheart, this is no payback. I said, I just want to do what God has put on my heart to do. And she said, the only thing that I can give you is prayer. And I said, that I will accept. But that was just, that's given. A lot of times you're supposed to tell what you do for others. But that, it was just an eye-opener, to think. You never know who's around you that needs, but they won't say anything. That's right. And what it was, I didn't want to embarrass the lady. That wasn't what it was. I just wanted to make sure she had what she needed, because that's all she had. As I say, All you got is all you got, but I just didn't want to get back.
Well, that's awesome. Give God a hand praise. Now, how many of y'all know too is making that impact on that individual's life? You don't know what impact that made, that planted a seed to see, there's some givers out there. Not everybody, there's still some good people out there. But just to make that impact on that family to show that love. How many know you ain't got to know the individual to give to them? It's easy for us to give to the ones we know. Ain't it? I've been there. It's so easy to give where my mom-in-law needs some money, or my sister needs to borrow a few dollars, or it's so easy to help those people. But when you don't know them, that's when you might want to draw back. And that when nobody but God, because I've been there too. As God, that's just the Holy Ghost let you know these people really need the help. Now, you got a bunch of beer and you checking out, no, God ain't going to tell me to help pay for your beer. I'm sorry. But when God, and it ain't for you to help, not just go and help everybody, but God will touch your heart to say, okay, she needs help. They don't have it. And it don't matter how minute, it may just be some potato chips, some juice, crackers, but God may, and a lot of times He may be saying, okay, now I'm going to speak to you to do something, let me see where you are in your obedience. How many of y'all know that too? God could be testing how much we're going to be obedient to even doing those things. Because when it comes to letting go of money, that's what we have a lot. Because like Pastor taught us, 2 things God wants from us, and that's what that we can give Him. That's our time and our money. Boy, that's a big sacrifice there to let go of that money. Because boy, what we can do with it all. Is that right? Yeah. Somebody had a hand over here. Somebody was pointing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Two, and I want to, because you always do an awesome job teaching and bringing things to light. Go to Exodus, because also in giving people is that we tend to want to, just hold on to what really is in ours. And the thing about it is that God designed us to give. And everything that He has given us was designed for us to bless other people. So, go to Exodus 25. If you don't mind, Sister Teacher. 25, and we can go from 2 or 1 and then to the 8th verse.
Verse 1?
Yeah. You got it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So He said, speak unto the children of Israel. We are Israel.
That's right.
The children of God. Go ahead.
That they bring me an offering.
Number 1, He said, bring me an offering from the day that they came out of Egypt. Come on, he didn't let them go broke, because they went broke into their wilderness. They wouldn't have had nothing to produce or nothing to give. But God gave them all that gold and silver and everything that they needed and things that they did not need, but they wanted. They went out rich, not to be rich and keep it to themselves, but to bless God. And blessing God is also blessing others. So go ahead.
That they bring me an offering of every man that giveth it willingly.
That's number 1. Giveth it what? Willingly. Not grudgingly. I think you probably went over all of that. Not grudgingly, but willingly. Man, it turns around and ask for offering. Thank God we're not the church that always asks for an offering. Come on. You got churches that Bible study, you got an offering. Come to prayer, you got an offering. Youth meeting, you got an offering. Every time you turn, you just got to offer for everything. But God supplies all our needs. But when you're a person that love to work, or not even love to work, but just got a giving spirit, you don't want to hold things to yourself. Like Tanya said, you don't want to always think about me, I. But you always think about someone else, and when you think about somebody else, who's thinking about you? Who's thinking about you? Look at your neighbor and say, who? No, who? Say it. Who's thinking about you? Who's thinking about you? Everybody say it. Who? God. Amen. So it's so a selfless act. Is that a lot of us some of us going to always be selfish. And we're going to have to learn to get out of it, or not learn, but accept Christ in order to get out of it. So what he says too, he says willingly. So God ain't gonna make you.
That's right.
Come on. He wants you to do it willingly out of love that he has placed in your heart. And I was saying, God, I appreciate for giving back to you. So it's the job that you have, you didn't get it because of your skills. You got it because God supplied it.
Yes.
Because a lot of people got 2 masters and they're working at McDonald's. Some people got 2 doctrines and they're working, not even working at all. And they want to find themselves with taking out insurance policy to kill themselves, to take care of their family because they can't, the lifestyle that they used to live, they can't live it no more. Some people coming out of colleges, all these people coming out of colleges, and then you got more kids going into college. And then they got to go out to the workforce. How in the world do you think this is happening? That jobs are being supplied for our generation and the next generation and the next. Look at your neighbor and say, this is God. Not to hoard it to yourself, but to be the one that can give unto God first and then to who? Everyone else. Go ahead.
With his heart, and ye shall take my offering.
With his heart. He said, ye shall take my what?
Offering.
Look at your neighbor and say, not yours. God said, it is mine. That's my money you got. Disability, my money. Social Security, my money. We just have to pay taxes all day long, but it's my money. You work at Molly's, my money. Come on. It all belongs to God.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And this is the offering which ye shall take of them, gold and silver and brass.
Everything that he blessed them with. And go down to the 8th verse. So this is all that God blessed them with from the 3rd on down, from the 4th on down to the 8th verse. So the 8th verse says what?
And let them make me a sanctuary.
Oh, he said first, let them think about me first. Put me first. Build my sanctuary. Go ahead.
That I may dwell among them.
That I would see when you come to church, God should be dwelling. He's dwelling amongst us. That's why I thank God. As I was preaching last weekend, I was coming into church, and I went to another church because I had to, go see about this other pastor. And here it is. It was number sickness in that church. And by the time I got out of it, I said, man, God. But as I'm going through the neighborhood, everybody out by 12. Something wrong with that picture. It's like everybody, I think Morristown was dead. Because everybody, first it was filled up by the time I got to the other church. And then by 12 o'clock, 12:15, people, churches was dead. It was out. I'm like, nobody wanted, everybody got to look at their car. Well, God, your life belongs to God. God blesses you. He takes care of us. Why can't we give him our time? And not worry about, well, I'm sleeping. Well, you were sleeping when you stayed up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Come on. You were sleeping looking at the football games, basketball games.
Yes.
Come on. Ain't that all right? Come on. You was already sleeping, but you still stayed up and said, wow. Didn't want to go out there, God. But it was there. But I thank God that coming into the doors where God dwells. He said, I want to be. And time was preaching, boy, all that feeling just left. The spirit of it, demonic spirits of infirmity just left. Come on, give God. I thank God for dwelling in this place. Come on. He dwells in love that the glory comes down and also dwells in this place. That everything comes in, that it cannot do anything. It got to be arrested at the door. Somebody shout, thank God for Jesus. While other churches got police at their church because they're afraid somebody gonna come and gun them down, baby, we got Jesus. There's no person coming here and draw guns and gonna shoot nobody. But those people gotta be arrested under the power of God. Come on, give God praise. I'm sorry, we got off.
No.
I feel like shouting right now.
Good.
Come on, Tanya. Woo! Go ahead. What else, Tanya?
According to all that I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall you make it.
He said, even so shall he make it. Go to 2 Corinthians right there, 9 and 10. But I think we just over 9 and 10. So as Tanya teaches, she is teaching an awesome that I know she probably even went over all this with you guys. No, we didn't go through the Exodus. I'm doing a good job. Oh, okay. That was just the most time I said, well, Lord, he gives us, and we want to be selfish with. I know there's sinners that gives into the bosom of the church. Businessmen that don't know God give into the bosom of the church because they start finding out that, man, if I give God, man, my business flourish. Come on, they see the results of it. And not only that, but they just prosper. Because that's one thing that we got to learn, is that it's not ours. Is that when we bless God, bless the people of God, and bless those that are poor, God in turn gives back. I know it. I mean, God done it, over and over again. I ain't got to tell my husband, but he does it over and over and over and over. Not stop, but over and over and over again. That's why when you down to nothing, you say, how in the world? God said, because I love you. Because you done helped this person. Because you gave and you didn't have to give. I'm going to bless you. That's what they say. Don't be selfish with what God gives you. Because it ain't yours anyway. 10th verse says,
now he that ministered seed to the sower.
Come on. He that ministers seed to the sower. That means gives. Come on. Seed to the sower. The one that gives seed to the sower is who? God. God is the one that gives us the soul. Go ahead. Let's go.
Both minister bread for your food.
Oh, he said, I give you bread for your food. I give you everything. Go ahead.
And multiply your seed.
He said, I multiply your seed sown. Come on. You ain't got to worry about nothing if you allow God to do what needs to be done through you.
And increase the fruits of your righteousness.
Look, Tanya, he said, I even increase it. So what you afraid about? That's why the woman, Jesus said, the woman with the 1 penny. And the other ones that had millions and thousands, they just gave because they could. But that one woman gave out of her need. That's all she had was that penny. And Jesus said, she's the one that gave the most. We are so afraid to give up something that God supplies us with every day. He said, if I supply the birds, baby, aren't you better than the birds? If I supply every creature, don't you know you better than the creatures that crawl in the air? Why in the world are you afraid to give me? And I'm the one that gives you every day. And you act like I don't. Come on, give God a hallelujah. Hallelujah. Somebody shout, it multiplies. It multiplies. When I give. Go ahead, Sister Tommy.
I host in school. Since you probably didn't know it, our lesson, but what we read was also, this is part of our lesson that we were supposed to read. What you
wow. Oh, my
gosh.
That's
God.
Wow. Yes.
I thank God.
That's something. You get healed by giving.
You good. That's right.
Come on. I've seen some people in our ministry that even in Florida, they were sick as I don't know what. And here it is that the doctor said things was terminal. But because they gave out of their need into the ministry, God healed them. And the doctor says, how in the world? But how many understand? The doctors don't have the cure anyway. God's the one that has the cure. They just using you as a test lab. Come on. As a test rank. Come on, somebody. They don't even know what they're giving you. But the one thing about Jesus Christ, when you take care of his business, God will take care of yours. That's why you was almost in the way. And you couldn't even, you got to that point where, man, they couldn't even they might have told your car, but your kids and you end up living because of the grace of God and what you have done for God. Giving goes beyond just receiving. I'm receiving all the blessings from my material blessing to the spiritual blessing, to the mentality and the mental blessing that we need to have this life and everything that we need to secure it and to be and to maintain it and to increase in it. That's what giving does.
Come on, give God a hand for it. How are you ready to do it? What if I can take some of this gift?
I'm ready.
I'm telling you. How are y'all ready to give?
That's it.
Yes.
I'm speaking. Y'all shaking your hands. Somebody get the offering plate.
That's it. Come on.
Come on, y'all heard God. If you sick in your body, you better give right now.
Come on. Let God be God.
Give willingly. We ain't gonna make you. You sit there and look. I got money here back for my bill, but y'all heard God speak.
Come on.
You give, God gives you everything you need. Not
Come on.
only your spiritual, like she said, your mental,
Come on.
all of that, whatever you need. I mean, I'm ready to give. I'm a giver. God's speaking. I ain't gonna hold back on God.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
That's what
Get out of the
they begin to preach and the people just begin to bring the money up. Come on, just begin to bring the money up. Even when I was in the tent, you remember in the tent in the revival in Florida, people just began to bring the money up. And not only that, but in that, my husband and my other deacons was trying to gather all the money up from around my feet. And there was a man that was trying to rob my tent. And here it is, my husband said, Jimmy, a man is trying to rob the tent. He said, I told him, I said, baby, don't worry. They were trying to get all the money up but couldn't get it up fast enough. And here it is that as they were trying to gather all that money up, the man made it in. And when he made it into the tent, where me and my husband and my other deacons, I think, were you there, Dion? That's my son's name. But as they was there and we was preaching and God was moving, the tent was packed. And here it is, we was praising God. Yeah, I forget names. But the tent was packed. Let me stand up. And the tent was packed. And here it is, I was preaching and the other preacher was preaching and they was trying to get all the money up. And Ron began to say, he said, Jen, this man, I feel is getting ready to try to rob the tent. And we was in a very hostile area where everything went. People would come and just rob you. They would beat you in front of people. They wouldn't do nothing. So we was in a very hostile area that God had led us to. And here it is, as them people begin to bring that money up and they begin to go back and I begin to tell them to get into a high praise, the man came up. And when you obey God in your giving, God will protect you. How many understand that? God will protect you. He will secure you. He will provide for you. And here it is, as that man came up. And here it is, and he began to look. He said, what I came to do, I cannot do. He stood right there. God had already knew what he was coming to do with Rob. He said, I got a man outside this tent. He said, and what I came to do, he was just stationed right by me. He said, what I came to do, I cannot do. His partner left him at the tent in front of me and all the rest of the people. I began to tell the people, just begin to praise God. His partner went down the street and pistol whipped somebody else and robbed other people. But that man, God stationed there, and he was frozen at the altar, standing there saying, what I came to do to you all, you don't understand. And then I come to rob you, but I can't rob you because I don't know what's going on, but I cannot move. Come on, give God a hallelujah. Somebody shout God today. And then after the service, everybody going home with their praise God. He was still stationed right there by me and my husband. They began to take up the chairs and stuff. Everybody gone and left us there with him. He was still standing there. God had him arrested. He could not move. My husband and I began to walk him to the chair. And he said, I don't understand. He said, I come to rob. I come to rob you. And I don't understand what's going on. And so we began to ask him, said, do you want to give your life to God? He said, yeah. He said, I want to give my life to God. As he began to give his life to God, we didn't know what else to do with him. But we stayed there with him. There was a man that came up, a man of God came up and said, can I take him home with me? Since he done gave his life to God. I am a man of God. And I deal with young men that give their life to God and gave us out in the street. Come on, give God. See, come on, give. God is able to do it. You don't understand when you're in the presence of God, nothing, no demon in hell can come. When you are obeying God, no demon in hell can. Amen. We are worshiping God, no demon in hell can do anything except the power of Jesus. Come on, give God a hallelujah. Somebody shout, God is real. My God, he's in this place. Come on. Somebody shout, thank you, Jesus. My God. So if we wasn't where God was, he could have robbed us, took the money, amen, shot some of us, and kept on going. But God said, I'm here. Come on, give God praise. Because the people was obedient in their giving. God said, I'm going to protect them too. Because what? They was obedient to my word. Come on, give God a hallelujah. And some of y'all never seen that type of atmosphere. But we deal with hostile atmosphere that knowing, giving, and standing in the presence of God. God is the only one that the enemy will, amen, subject himself to because that's his creator. And when you serve God, amen, praise God, you got dominion over everything. Come on. That's what it is. I got dominion. Now, take it and say, start giving. I feel God in this. Go ahead, my you start me up. Thank God. Hallelujah.
want to test some of y'all's obedience even this morning.
Come on.
Those you wonder why I ain't got, that is my light bill. Give it. Don't matter. I got your light bill.
Come on, Tanya.
That's it. We don't have any food.
Tell me your testimony, Tanya, for 2 years, though.
Yeah, for about 2 years. Let me tell y'all. I didn't have much money, didn't know how I was going to pay my bills, didn't know how I was going to pay my gas bill. And let me tell y'all something. I know with nobody but God, I had got assistance on my gas bill, and which should have only covered for, that particular winter. But let me tell y'all, when I got my little voucher back, my gas bill was covered for about 2 years. I was nobody but God. Why? Because I give to Him first. I give my tithes and my offering, I give to Him. So God, He said, okay, well, no matter, like He said, no matter how much you give, God will give it back. Press down, shake it together, and what? Run it over, back and give it. 30, 60, 100 folks. He'll give it to you. So I'm not going to like anything because I give, but that's not the kind of God I serve. He has everything. He'll perfect everything to what? Concerning me. So I don't have to walk around like that. And like the sister was wanting to know, that seed begging for bread. I ain't had to beg for nothing. My children ain't had to beg for nothing. Because He supplied, that's not being single. He supplied all my needs. Rent paid. I didn't know how I was going to pay rent. With no job, my job, I told y'all this the other day, that lost my job. Shut down and started going to school, didn't have no income coming, but rent was paid.
Come on!
We went sitting in the dark because no lights been cut off. Still had a car, still cold running, still gas in the car. We ate real good. We didn't eat no crackers and peanut butter, but we ate good by our bellies full. And guess what? I still gave to God whatever I had. I didn't hold back on God.
Come on.
Just because of looking ahead and when my bills are lined up, let me see what I need to set this aside for that. Say, don't set nothing aside. You ain't got to set anything aside when you serve God out there. Because He don't care everything you need. He's got it. But we just got to learn to trust Him. Like she said, it's Him anyway.
That's it.
He's the one that blessed us with our jobs. He's the one that, He's the one that blessed you to get food stamps. Food stamps is God. You ain't got to be getting no food stamps. But food stamps is God. I thank God for food stamps. But it's all His. So don't hold back on God, because God, He's a great big God. And there's no lack in Him. When you serve Him, there's no lack. So when you do right will follow. Is that all right? And she done said that she don't preach God. Why she didn't just go and take us into Sunday service and be there anyway. So we thank God for giving. So go ahead, Jhonson.
She gonna preach.
I know. We're really going in there.
I just want to reiterate on that. I was talking to my Sunday school class this morning, and before I was married, God made a way for me to get an apartment for my daughter and I to live. And at that time, I didn't have a job. And my light bill still kept being paid. And the church was on South Cumberland. And when she started talking about food stamps, when God blessed me with food stamps, and I'm going to tell you something, if you really want to give, there's a way. We had a pantry at that time on South Cumberland. And God knew my heart. I just didn't have the money. But I thank God for what I had. And God began to lay it on my heart just to use those to fill a pantry.
That's right. Come on.
There are ways you can give. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Through my giving, He kept me lights on. And I didn't have a job. I walked to church. I caught a cab.
Come on.
I'm going to tell you. And I told the Lord, I said, Lord, if you ever bless me with a car, and I'm telling you this because this came from my giving and following Him when I started out. And I said, Lord, if you ever bless me with a car, I want to make sure I'm a blessing to somebody else. And it was a year later, He gave me a car. It was a white Jeep Cherokee. And let me tell you something about this. If you've ever walked anywhere, don't complain about walking. It was good for me. I don't need to do it now. But it was good for me. But when he blessed me with that car, he kept gas in it. I was able to go where I need to go. And those that really needed a ride, I got up early, brought them to church if they need to go. Because God had blessed me. Because when you bless God, he's automatically going to see about your needs. Because he's seen about every one of mine start now. I didn't have the money, but he kept me. He kept my daughters. And I thank God for that. Even through my daughter, when she was having a baby, at that time, I'm just going to talk about it, because God will look after you. He'll look after your family members if you keep him first and really seek him diligently. Because that word diligently was in our Sunday school. Diligently. I mean, she didn't have to want for nothing. That baby didn't have to want for nothing. So I'm just saying, keep God first. Whatever you got, keep giving. If it's your time, keep giving. Because that's all I had at that time, was time and those food stamps. But he made some major changes in my life. Major. Through my giving.
And let me say, as the children come up, you know, people worry about, oh yeah, look at the pastor them rich. They get rich off of us. Baby, we work hard for what we have. Church and nobody else, and all the things that we have to give up. I was a mortgage broker, and I thank God for over $250,000 or more, $300,000 a year I made, and God had to supply those clients to come to me. So you know what people look at, you know what? They getting paid, child. They making money. They doing this and doing that. But you know what? The thing is that the Bible says this, is that you ain't got to worry about what others are doing. Come on. Come on. You just worry about doing what's right, like Sister Tanya said. Come on. God, if anything that the preacher or the pastors of other churches, if they get making buku, the Bible said he is worthy of his what? Hire. Come on, praise God. The Bible said, bless the prophet, and you are what? You are prosper. Praise God. And sometimes you can just put money in your pastor's hand or in the prophet's hand, and here it is, just by the touch of that hand. God said, I release whatever needs to be released in your house. Come on. Come on. But other folks love to just, oh, child, they getting rich. But that ain't about getting rich. Come on. It's giving more out to say, God, you know what? Help me now. What I believe that is some pastors, you go and they get rich off, they don't give back. They ain't gonna get no shelter. They ain't gonna get no food pantry. They ain't gonna try to help their members because they're selfish. But the thing about it is that what they sow, they gonna reap. Come on, how do you understand that?